Hey everyone, this is a lesson for the song Little Black Submarines by the Black Keys. Now today I'll only be showing you the acoustic part, but hopefully within a few days I'll have the rest of the song uploaded as well. So let's get right into it. Now, for the intro, there's a finger picking part. It's based off an A minor chord, and I'll play it for you really slow, and then I'll bring you through the individual notes. So it should sound like this. That's pretty much how it goes. And to bring you through the notes, it starts off, and remember on your A minor, it starts off with the thumb hitting the A string, then thumb and middle finger hit the D and B strings, thumb goes back to the A, index finger hits the G, thumb hits the D, and ring finger, middle finger, whatever, hits the high E. So we'll call that the first part, and all together it should go like this. Okay, and for the second part, it goes thumb back to the A, middle finger hits the B, thumb hits the D, and index finger hits the G. So we have the first part, the second part, which I just showed you, and all together it should sound like this. So for the third part, it changes up a little bit because we are messing with the fretting hand right here, so it just starts off like normal, your thumb on the A string, but then you're hitting the G string with your index finger, but you're hammering it on from 0 to 2, so from nothing to the second fret. But while you're doing that, you'll simultaneously hit the D string with your thumb. So it goes like this. One more time. And then lastly, just take your middle finger and hit the B string. All together, part 3 should sound like this. So if we take all 3 parts together, should sound like this. And now for the rest of the intro, pretty much just goes like this. Goes thumb on the A, then thumb and ring finger on the D and high E, and then thumb on the A, index on the G, thumb on the D, and middle finger on the B, and then we just repeat that same phrase again, so thumb, index, thumb, middle finger. So we repeat that twice, and then for the last we do thumb, index, thumb, and then with an open G we hit it with the index finger. So to clarify that last part, it sounds like this. Now to put everything together, here's the entire intro. So for the main verse, it pretty much revolves around 4 chords, and those chords would be A minor, G major, and you only have to do the top 2 strings really, D major, then A major. And they each get 1 measure initially, so it should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And obviously, since there's a finger picking pattern associated with that, we'll start with the A minor since it's the first chord there. And it goes like this. So thumb on the A string, then thumb and middle finger on the D and B strings, then thumb back to the A, index finger to the G, thumb on the D, and then middle finger on the B. So the only thing is you can hear this, it's on the first fret, but it'll pretty much be open because while you're changing from this chord to the G, it makes that B string sound open. So it should pretty much sound like this actually, leading into the next chord. So speaking of the next chord, for the G, it goes thumb on the low string, and then thumb and middle finger on the D and B strings. Thumb goes back to the low string, index finger on the G, thumb on the D, and then middle finger on the B. So far we have the A minor, so it goes like that, and then leading into the D, it goes thumb on the D string, and then thumb and middle finger on the D and high E, thumb back to the D, index finger in the B, thumb on the G, and then middle finger hitting the high E. So far, so that leads into the A major, and it's pretty much the same as the A minor pattern. So thumb on the A, then thumb and middle finger on the D and B, thumb on the A again, index finger the G, thumb on the D, and middle finger on the B. So to recap everything we've done so far in the verse, goes A minor, G major, D major, A major, and then for the second part, it'll go back to the A minor, G major, and then this 2-measure A major phrase. So to recap that, it goes thumb on the A, and remember A major, thumb on the A, then thumb and middle finger on the D and B, then thumb back on the A, index finger on the G, thumb on the D, and then middle finger on the B. So far. And then thumb goes back on the A, index finger on the G, thumb on the D, and then middle ring finger on the high E. So far. And then lastly, thumb back on the A, index finger on the G, thumb on the D, and then middle finger on the B, transitioning back to an A minor. So altogether it should sound like this. So going back to the A minor, and then it repeats the 4-chord thing that we did before. So if we want to recap what we do during the verse, it should sound like this. And you know, kind of just be like, little black submarines, operator, please put me back on the line. And that's kind of how it sounds with the first bit of lyrics in, but it just repeats.
So now that we're done
like
with the verse, we can move on to the chorus, which is actually pretty similar to the stuff we've been playing before. So first you'll be repeating that 4-chord progression that we've been playing earlier, so starting with the A minor, G major, D major, and then A, but you're only playing part of that A, you're only playing the thumb on the A string, and then thumb and middle finger on the D and B strings. From there you'll be walking onto a C chord, or walking up to a C chord, so it would be open A, 2nd fret on the A, and then 3rd fret on the A, and that's when you'd form your C chord. So altogether, so far actually, it would sound like this. And then as far as picking that C chord goes, it's pretty similar to the stuff you've been doing, especially for the A minor actually, so it should look like this. So we pick it like that. Then we go to a D chord. Then we go to the A. And after that, we pretty much repeat the 4 chords again in the second part. Up to the C, D, A. And you're only going to play those notes on the A, just up to that note, so up to that high E. And then after you hit that high E, you walk up again to the C, D, A. Repeat the A. And then I'll bring you back to the A minor for the verse. So, if we play that all together, and with the lyrics in it, I guess, it should sound like this. Oh, can it be? Voices calling me, they get lost in and out of time. I should have seen the glow, but everybody knows that a broken heart is blind. That a broken heart is blind. So that's how the verse and chorus are played throughout the song. Obviously they're repeated, but there aren't any noticeable changes within the way that he plays them. So hopefully I'll have the second part, the electric part, up soon, but until then, I'll see ya.